Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. It's Connor here. We are back with another episode of the Rumour Mill. What is going on? How are you doing today? Is everybody okay? Can we please make sure that we get a like on the stream? That'd be absolutely fantastic. Went live on TikTok this morning, everybody. Can you believe it? If you are on TikTok, make sure you follow One Leeds FC. We're putting more content out over there. But obviously, there is a lot of content coming from One Leeds HQ. We have Generation Leeds that is being recorded today at 12 o'clock. We have all of your reaction as well. We'll be uploading something else to the YouTube memberships. You can join the YouTube memberships by hitting the join button next to the profile icon just down below. And yeah, guys, if you want to make a one-off donation, all proceeds go towards the running of the channel. You can do that by hitting the thanks button during the video or even after the video as well. So welcome all to the latest episode of the Rumour Mill. We actually have some, looks like some decent rumours coming through this morning, things that we can discuss, which is nice. And hopefully you guys, listen, that's what I like to do on these shows as well. It's not just about discussing the rumours and all this sort of stuff. What I think makes the Rumour Mill a little bit different is sort of the deep delve into some players and how strategically they'll fit into this Leeds United setup and whether or not it's a likely scenario that Leeds are actually looking at these things. Not only do we like to report on these rumours, but we also like to criticise these rumours. We also like to pull apart and have a look at exactly where these players will fit in. So let's get into that now. Hi, Connor. Hi, Jay. Morning, pal. Hey, Ken. Hope all's good, mate. Shout out to you, the one and only Josh Parrish. There is one and only Josh Parrish. Shout out to you, buddy. Thank you so much for joining the clan. We signed anybody yet? No, mate. Not yet. Amanda said, finally catching a live from Frasty Island. Shout out to you. Hi, Con. I've been waiting for this stream to start. I need my daily fix of Leeds rooms. Hope it's not the hope that kills us exactly, mate. And hopefully this one is going to be a little bit more to start on. And you know, we need a bit of hope. I need a little bit of hope as well, everybody. But let's get on to the first one. Now, this is quite exciting. A very prominent journalist has put this out this morning. He's normally quite on the money with Belgian transfers, according to several people on the sphere. I don't really know him that well. I can't profess to know the credibility of him too much, but I believe he's called Sasha Taverdi or something like that. But he has a very, very large following, and he's stating this morning that apparently Leeds United are looking at a priority signing when it comes to Manuel, I should say. Michael's the English version. Manuel Benson. Now, this is a Burnley signing. This would be a Burnley signing that would blow a lot of teams out of the water. This is a man who devastated the Championship last year. This is a man who I'm pretty sure Southampton really don't want to let go. Burnley really don't want to let go, and Southampton almost want him as the rivals to his signature, which they are with Leeds United right now, to replace Nathan Teller, who's gone to Bayer Leverkusen. He's doing an absolutely exemplary job out there. This guy is a top operator, and what we're going to do now is we're going to get a couple of just things on the screen now. It is Benno. There we go. This is what he's highlighted as on my screen. So I just want to get some rumours, some sort of like analysis up on this guy as well, everybody. I don't want it to just be me talking. This was his statistics in the Championship. He was on fire. Goals 11. His XG was 4 when it came to these goals as well. So he's overperforming his XG. His shots per 90. Nearly 4, so he's consistently getting shots off from that right-hand side. Loves to cut in on his left, has been compared to the Championship version of Iron Robin. Chances created per 90, 2.2. Successful dribbles per 90, a 50% success rate. Pass accuracy, 87%. His weaknesses, you can see there, his recoveries per 90, which is interesting when it comes to maybe his work ethic getting back. But what we've got to bear in mind here when it comes to his work ethic is he's working for, not anymore in terms of him getting minutes, but he has been working for a Vincent Kompany side who work extremely hard. Cross accuracy, 18%, which is something that needs to be looked at really when it comes to accuracy and pinpointing those crosses. But for me, Leeds don't really work on a cross value. It's not just whipping balls in consistently. Consistency is a playing style. So I don't think that matters as much, but his entire style Manuel Benson is cutting in and shooting. All of his heat map is cutting in and shooting from that right-hand side. As I say, very, very similar to that of an Iron Robin. It would be an unbelievable signing. But why, Connor? Why are we talking about another attacker? We need to be talking about defenders. Jay says, be a cracking signing, but I can only see him coming if we sell Willie Gnonto. Let's get on to that. So I mentioned this about 4 or 5 days ago when it came to Willie. West Ham are in for him. West Ham like him. West Ham have been looking at the availability and selling on. And from what I've been told, from probably one of the more credible sources I speak to, it depends on Said Benrahma. A lot of this is dependent on Said Benrahma. What happens with him? Are they able to sell him for a decent fee? I don't know what's going to be happening. You're probably looking at maybe one of the Saudi sides coming in for him if there is to be a big move, because they've got money still in this window to be able to flash that around, especially when you're looking at Said Benrahma. Because obviously he's not been doing that well at West Ham United. A similar move, a move out there might do him sort of justice, and might be one of those moves that one of the Saudi clubs are looking at, to be honest, to bolster that standard of league. I think he'd do okay out there as well. So it all depends, a lot of it, on what happens with Said Benrahma if they are to go for Willie Gnonto. They are massive, massive admirers of Willie Gnonto, as they are apparently of Archie Gray, but who isn't at this moment in time? Morning, Con. I'm late to the party. What's going on? Who are we getting? It's an interesting question, Vicky, because I'm also asking the same thing. But yeah, Manuel Benson, a really, really nice addition there. I'll flash just a couple of his statistics on there. You guys might not have seen that. These are his championship statistics. Really, really good player at this level, and a player who definitely transition into Premier League football. Doesn't look like it's worked at Burnley for whatever reason, but Southampton and Leeds are locked in transfer negotiations with him at this moment in time, apparently. Now, that is also only if Leeds have got him on a shortlist, and they're only going to develop when it comes to Manuel Benson if Willie Gnonto moves on. However, right now, Southampton are apparently in talks with the player. So looks like it's between us and them on the signature. But my question is, once again, and this is the problem with Leeds, where does he fit? If you're getting a Manuel Benson who's coming in, who's scored 11 goals, who's created a ridiculous amount in the division, in that season, in particular with Burnley, when they just shot to the top of the division and were unbelievable, and he won them games. He's a match winner. We spoke the other day about maybe Joel Perreault, in my opinion, not really being a match winner, being more of a luxury player. Somerville, I think, is a match winner. Rutter, I think, on his day can be a match winner. Benson's a match winner. He is a match winner. So, and we saw that frequently with Burnley when they were in the Championship. So, but where does he fit? Because Dan James has made that position his own right now. And if you are turning around to Manuel Benson and doing what we've said with Fabio Carvalho, if you're turning around to him, you've got to say you are being a first-team player. And how do Leeds offer him that right now? If Willie Gnonto is to leave the club, does that mean Benson gets in the side? Well, no, it doesn't. Dan James is the starter. So I'm not convinced this one will get done. Anyway, if Willie Gnonto is to leave, my opinion on this is it's trash. And it's exciting that we're linked with him, but it's trash. There's no way he will come to Leeds on the pretense, as we know with Carvalho, that he's not going to get minutes. And I think if he went to Southampton, he would get minutes. They have a right-wing slot absolutely ready-made for someone like Benson. But Leeds can't offer that. I don't think. Morning, pal. 18th of Jan, no signings. Official O-Dog says, morning, Connor, pal. Let's hope and pray we get some strengths in numbers. Stats look good, but players who don't work hard never last at least. Do you think Gnonto is going to go? We needed to strengthen the back line. I do think Gnonto is going to leave this window, my opinion. But yeah, it's all about the back line. The back line is huge. I still think we need maybe something in the offensive capacity, but we can't guarantee players minutes. We can't. If it's a permanent transfer, we can't guarantee the minutes. If it's a loan signing, we can't guarantee the minutes. There was an official statistic that was put up this morning. I believe it's FootMob or Live Score, where Crysencio Somerville, rating-wise, is the best player in the division at the minute. Jorginho Rutter, are you ever going to take him out? No. Pat Bamford right now, systematically, fits Leeds with what we're doing. We've looked better in the last 3 games with Bamford up there. We have. You can't argue against that. And then Dan James is in form. So Manuel Benson doesn't get in, even if Willian also leaves. And Manuel Benson is not going to come in for a championship side on the bench. He's not going to do it. He's already proven himself in the championship, as Carvalho proved himself in the championship. So for me, it's a pointless link, a pointless rumour. And yeah, that's my thoughts on it, to be honest with you. Official Sea Dog says, look at Jaden, he comes to Leeds and does not get played. Exactly. I have a feeling any signings we make will come the last week of January. Competition breeds success. As what I've said, Remy, from day dot, you are bang on there. If Southampton and Leeds are in for him, he's not coming to Leeds then. My Burnley supporting family rave about him and can't understand why he doesn't play. Hey, Connor, if it was only one signing this window, who would your realistic pick be? Ken says, worried about how much time can we guarantee minutes? Remind me of Fabio Carvalho. Yeah, exactly, mate, exactly. Yeah, I think if I was going out of my way and suggesting one signing that I think would get done, Ben Johnson would make a lot of sense. The versatility of him, the fact that he can play right, left, and centre back would make sense. Borna Barisic makes a lot of sense too, in terms of his versatility. Someone mentioned Ben Godfrey the other day. I don't think that's ever going to happen in a month of Sundays, but he is the similar profile. And I know a lot of you guys will hate me over using that word, but profile is the right word in terms of that V word, versatility. Where can they fit in? You know, what is the point in going for a centre back and a left back and a right back as a unique position when you can get a player who can play like a Swiss Army knife and can play all across that back line? That is what Leeds will be looking at, because then we'll be able to guarantee them more minutes in more positions. Michael Benson is an out-and-out right winger who will not be playing in. This is what Willian Gnonto at the minute. Willian Gnonto technically and as a footballer is a better footballer than Dan James, in my opinion. But Dan James, you cannot drop at the minute. So if Benson comes in, is he going to be sat on the bench and he's going to look at this Leeds United scenario and going to be like, oh yeah, I'm fine with that? No chance. Not for me. Yes, mate, that's it. I can't win, mate. I can't win with the haircuts. I get a quiff, I get called this, that, and the other. Have it long, I look ridiculous. There you go. I hate last minute January signings, happens every year. But DJ isn't Premier League quality. And that's it, Fraser. That's maybe what, you know, as a fan base, you know, you need to sort of look at when it comes to that longevity. Manuel Benson, he's not playing for Burnley right now, but in the right, you know, under the right manager, potentially could he be perfect? And I think so. Yeah, I think he could be. I think he's a very, very good footballer. At this moment in time, at Leeds United, I'll link to this fella as well still. And I wanted to pull some Keiffer Moore statistics up of when he was in the Championship. Top you can see here is where his goals in the Championship. 9 goals, expected goals, very good. And I wanted to just highlight this to you guys because there's a lot of people who bash this guy. I think it's just because he's big and he almost fits a profile, which is that old sort of archaic Neil Warnock profile, which is give it to the big man. But he would give Leeds a very different option. Shots over a sort of seasonal period there. You can see he's 53, but just below everybody. This is his per 90 when it comes to his stats that we should be looking at. His goals and expected goals, all in the green there. His shots. And I think he'd be a very, very useful addition to this Leeds United side. Now, the reason we bring Keiffer Moore up this morning is because Ipswich apparently are trying to get close to this one. They're close to Marvin Johnson as well at Sheffield Wednesday, which I don't think is a very, very good addition. To be honest, I think that's a bit of a dud signing. It could be useful in a sense on that left-hand side, but Keiffer Moore, I think, gives them a different option. Obviously, we've seen that George Hurst is going to be out for the foreseeable, maybe the entire season. Ipswich need a striker. And I think Keiffer Moore for an Ipswich works really, really, really well. Bringing in a lot of the sort of smaller men in Chaplin and Wes Burns as such, in and around that big striker. And yeah, they're not just going to rely on Ladapo, and they're going for it. You know, this sort of insinuates to me that they're not just going to rely on Jackson. They're not just going to rely on Ladapo. They're thinking to themselves, right, no, we need to be going for this. We need to be going for promotion. It's now or potentially ever for Ipswich Town, and they're going for it. You know, Travis been bought in, Blackburn's captain, Sarmiento as well, good depth option out wide. seen as a Brighton hotshot. Brighton will not let him go as well, so that's not a nice little addition. And I've mentioned to you guys from the very beginning that I do like the Keiffer Moore addition. I think strategically before Bamford, it would have given us something else. But the beauty about what Bamford's doing now is he's giving us that other option. Now, why would I not go for a Keiffer Moore over a Patrick Bamford right now in terms of what I've been saying? Well, I think I've been dragged back a little bit. And I've thought to myself, well, Keiffer Moore, in my opinion, overall is a better package than Patrick Bamford. But Keiffer Moore is 31 years of age. So it's a bit of a difficult sell right now, unless Leeds were to get him on loan towards the end of the season and would just let Patrick Bamford go for a fee, which I just don't think that would happen. And I think would be very complicated as well. So not for me. I don't think that makes much sense, to be honest. Hi, Connor. What about a cheeky bid for West Ham United for Cornet for left back? The thing is, Gary, I really don't find the Maxwell Cornet one a likely addition. I think he'd be someone who'd want to play a little bit further forward. I also think in the left back capacity, he'd be more of an Alioski style, wouldn't he? Someone who isn't a left back by trade, but could fit in there. And it's square pegs round holes FC again. It's tricky because we need depth and breathes competition, which is healthy, but would players of that caliber be up for it to fight for first team players? Would prefer Brooks than Benson. Now, this is a good one, Dara. I completely agree with you here. I think with Bournemouth, what they're doing at the minute is they're feeling out. Leeds are waiting at this moment in time they're waiting and being opportunistic, and they're holding a little bit. And that's because Bournemouth are a little bit reluctant in letting Brooks go at the minute. I think some things need to fall into place for them as well. But Brooks would be a super signing. So stylish on the ball and so stylish as part of it. I remember when he came to Ellen Road in Sheffield United's first season, they came to Ellen Road and beat us 2-1 when they'd just been promoted, and he was just the best player on the pitch. Scored against us as well, was unbelievable. And I think talent-wise, he's an exceptional player. And I think he'd be able to fit really, really nicely into a Premier League Leeds United as well if we were to get there. Massive fan of him. Another player that we've been linked to this morning as well, according to a few sources, is Mark McKenzie. Mark McKenzie, I know McKenzie sends shivers down a lot of Leeds United fans' spines. But yeah, McKenzie is playing for Ghent at this moment in time. He is an American, which makes me laugh because I know how Leeds fans are gonna react. He's played a fair few minutes for Ghent this season. Played in their most recent game against Antwerp, as didn't feature against Anderlecht. But yeah, he's a player apparently of interest when it comes to Leeds United. Statistics-wise, per 90 and overall, don't look great, to be quite honest with you. And yeah, he's played 106 times for Genk, is a regular feature, and his market value is around £8 million. Another American called McKenzie. That'll be interesting to hear you guys' comments about that in the comment section below. But yeah, McKenzie and American, shivers. But yeah, a lot of people do highly rate this guy as well. £8 million. But he's played occasionally. It's been sparing. I think he's missed about 4 games in his last sort of 11, so that's why I use the term sparingly. But overall for Genk, he's been pretty reliable, to be honest with you. Diallo, Brad, I can tell you, well, I think we've mentioned this, and I think a couple of people have confirmed it after the fact last night, that he's likely to stay at Man United this window. McKenzie's not exactly a ball-playing centre-half, but has loads of pace, and that's that recovery speed that maybe we'd need next to potentially a Joe Rodon who doesn't have that recovery speed. As Vicky says, everybody, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel as well. We are going to be going and recording stuff for the Patreon. Really appreciate your ongoing support, and hopefully we're going to bring some solid signings here. But hopefully you're enjoying the discussion. The discussion is always something that I really, really enjoy. I'm trying to bring content to you which makes it entertaining, but also informative. Guys, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the video, make sure you subscribe to the One Leeds Fan Channel, and make sure you head on over to the Patreon if you want some additional bonus content. As always, everyone, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you in a bit.